10 tips for 10th grade as I pack my backpack. We're gonna start by packing my pencil case. These are the highlighters I got. They're Toy Story themed. I think I'm gonna put my highlighters in the same pouch as my calculator. First pouch down, time for tip number 1. My first tip for 10th graders is to actually study. I know a lot of classes in your freshman year were super easy, and your sophomore year isn't actually too daunting. However, you need to start building good study habits. This pencil pouch is actually an electronic organizer, but it's the perfect spot for my eraser. My mom also got me these charging cords that I'm going to put in there. I don't really know what she wanted these for, but okay, I have those 2 chargers. I'm going to get the charger for my calculator now. I think I'm going to need a glue stick, but I'm just going to throw one in anyways. Okay, I, for some reason, can't find my pencil sharpener, but I'll put it right in here when I do find it. Some sticky notes. I just have these extra little grippers for my thing. I'm going to throw in here too. Okay, I threw a couple of each color in there. Second pocket, done. My second tip is to solidify your friend group. I know, especially for me, my friend group changed a lot throughout my freshman year of high school. So this year, it's really important to solidify who you're friends with and who are just your classmates. Of course, be friendly with everyone and try not to make a lot of drama, but it's important to really understand who is actually your friend and who's just being friendly. And then I have a little pocket up front. I hope this can hold some pens. I'm gonna try these 2 from Sharpie. I'm gonna throw the rest of my Sharpies in there with them. Final pocket done. My third tip kind of goes along with my second tip, and it is that this is the year I personally started to notice what everyone said high school would be like, within a lot of people doing things that they should not be doing. So I think, along with solidifying who actually is your friend, it's important to notice which of your friends are doing things that you don't want to be a part of. And unfortunately, you probably should loosen that friendship a little bit. You don't have to cut ties off with them completely, but my tip is to notice what your friends are doing, because you represent and you become the people you surround yourself with. So it's important to surround yourself with good people. They got perfectly the match. I'm just gonna slide this into the front pocket. Before I do that, I'm gonna slip a couple of extra things in here. I'm gonna leave 2 pencils just ready to go, like Papermates. I'm gonna throw in a bunch of extra pencils too. Okay, as you can see, the front pocket is full now. My fourth tip is balancing your schedule. I felt like this year was one of the years where I noticed I had a lot less free time. Maybe it was just because people start jobs, you get to start to drive, you're in charge of yourself. You have a lot more freedom this year. So you have a lot more responsibility to balance your own schedule. And it's really hard to balance your school life, your work life, your activities, and your social life. My advice is to set a schedule for yourself, and of course, be lenient. It is not going to be perfect, but set a schedule so you can stay on track and hang out with your friends and just plan something like once a month to do with them outside of school. Anywho, all the extra like pencils and stuff that didn't fit, I'm just going to put in here. I also have this whole extra thing of pens, but I'm just going to leave this unopened for right now. Okay, I'll just leave this for at home for when I'm studying. Tip 5. Be cautious of what you're doing, because even though you might not feel like it, the freshmen do look a lot up to the sophomores because they feel like they're more of a peer that's already been through it than looking up at the seniors who they're like, wow, I'm never gonna be them. They're looking up to you because you're closer in age to them. So, of course, you're not gonna be perfect, but act mature, please. I don't need very many folders because a lot of my classes are online. I have one in person, so I'm gonna use yellow butterfly folder for my history class. Who printed this on? This one's not... Oh, I'm mad. Okay, this folder is gonna be for choir for when I want to bring my music home. And then I'm taking math both semesters this year, so I need a folder for the tests in particular, and I'm sure there's a bunch of other stuff I'll need to print out, so I'm gonna have a folder for that. Slip these right in. Tip number 6 is to actually get sleep. This one may not seem like a lot, and you're probably saying, well, I can stay up till 2 a.m. and be perfectly fine. But trust me, your sleep schedule is gonna start to matter. and getting more sleep will help you be more productive in class. I felt like last year especially, it was harder to get the full amount of sleep because there was a lot more work for me to do and a lot more expectations. Next up is notebooks. This notebook in particular has separate sections for each subject, so I think I'm going to use this as like a studying notebook. I don't think I'm going to go with traditional colors, and I think I'm going to put this with my history because it will kind of match the bee theme. For math, I can blue or black. Black kind of matches the pandas, so I think I'm going to do that. Blue is going to be for economics, and purple's for English. All packed up. Tip number 7, kind of similar to studying, however, it's just doing your homework. And I think you should always do this. It just sets a good standard for yourself. Of course, like give yourself some breaks, but turn your homework in time and don't stress yourself out too much, but do your work. This next step's really easy. I'm just going to slide my computer in. Tip number 8 is please respect your teachers. I know that in maybe your freshman year, you felt that you were being treated like a child or something of the sort, or you felt like you were cooler than your teachers. Don't carry that into your sophomore year. If you didn't have that, don't start it now. Your teachers work really hard for you and they have what's best for you. Now this top section's for easy access, so I'm gonna put a bunch of like personal items in here. I'm gonna throw some deodorant in, hand sanitizer, Tums, AirPods, Tylenol, Neato, my wallet, an external charger, lip gloss, a Tide pen, and let's zip that up. Take all the opportunities you are granted. A lot of teachers, you probably have noticed, give you opportunities for extra credit, for extra work, or there's opportunities to join a new club, a new sport. Take them. A lot of these opportunities you are offered are great opportunities. It's great to get a little extra credit. You can never have too many points. And feeling my mission to pack less in my backpack because this weighs like 50 pounds and I have nothing in here, but it's time for the final tip. Okay, my final tip is very corny and cheeseball, but I do actually mean it, and it's to have a lot of fun. This year, I feel like flew by, and so please enjoy it. It's gonna fly by, and it's gonna feel crazy, and you're gonna have classes you hate, you're gonna have teachers you hate, you're gonna have people that you do not like, but try to find the good in everything. Try to find the good people you like. You know, just surround yourself with a happy environment. And that is my last tip for you guys. I hope back to school goes great for all grades, and if you are in 10th grade, I hope these tips helped you. Thank you so much. Comment down below any other tips you have for me or for anyone else, and thank you. Bye guys.